Eli nyt on taas uusi päivä. Mut jos tänään pelailis taas koko päivän tai jotain. I'm Mr. Wright. So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm really confused. Let's see what's going on. Detective Bruce Woodman says he stabbed to death at 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot of the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we are going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. She's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Not this was Mr. Wright. Se taas luki mun ajatukset. Huh? Look, we are in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Prosecutor's office underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. The courtroom was empty. The courtroom kicked lower, but the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. Ja, taas luki mun ajatukset. It's just we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Whereas for a high school student, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in the oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? All this sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. Pieni hetki. Kissa meni raapimaan tuoleja ja kynnestään kiinni. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor, I can't even drink it. We are testing clusters with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things. Just for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Just need to spray it on. Okay, that's fine. Find us some blood stains. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Ugh. Oh, you're shaking. It's This is my first time seeing real blood. Eikö se ole koskaan ollut haavaa tai jotain? Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But it's not something that strikes you as odd. Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this, scientifically? The amount of blood. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? I think there'd be a little more blood. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. This is the fourth year. There will have to be more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the blood stain, okay? Yeah, this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy it. Social use for scientific investigation finds blood traces is pretty useful. You can be sure that the police will reveal all the evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that does not fit with their view of the case. It's just that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah, it feels like we are really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Nyt tuli viesti. Viesti. Mainosviesti. Hemmetti kun tilaa jostain jotain, niin menee automaattisesti jollekin hemmetin postituslistalle. Peruutin sen nyt. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Mista? You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you too. Ai, sitä hyvältä. Sushia. It's a day old deli box is on the house. So it's just that kind of cleaner. It doesn't really get my mouth watering. Certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from the security room right there. But I'm suffering from some convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my eyes. The detective, she stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us. What? So, you were one of the Sillertatson tutkija tai detektiivi, mikä se on suomeksi. Se ei ole niin enää. Joten sillä ei ole mitään painoarvoa enää. Anyway, so you were a detective, weren't you, Mr. Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, a few years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal they faced me, they coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I haven't done it. Every day I drank the dirt out of the mouth of suspects after suspect. Mouths of suspect after suspect. Before long, they called me Salmon. Oh, and yeah, I thought someone has gotten food poisoning from your lodges. And, well, let go. Fired. And then I found my dream job when I became an investigate. These criminal prosecutors haven't let me go. I'd still be one today. Aamut on niin vaikeeta. Lukeminen on vaikeeta. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Tossa luki se, mutta tuli itse jotain virallisempaa. Good think about this. The SL9 incident. It's written on the knife. And on the note. Goodman. Goodman was the detective on that case, you know. Really? The knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transfer on the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? No, selvästikään ei. Ei kerro mulle enempää. No, se sanoi jotain, että se on antamassa todistusaineistosta. Should I take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you want some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't look at it. You must have brewed the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. Haluan tutkia rauhassa. Blood must be from when Lana. No, my sister isn't a murderer. But she did call you. But she did call you, didn't she? The time was crime. And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? This has something to do with taking sides. So, this means Lana's hand has blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Voisiko mä poruskaa sitä siihen puhelimen päälle ja kattoo? Siitähän me sitten tiedetään. Ehkä ei. Mennään käymään. Moikkamassa Lannaa. Looks like Miss Guy is in questioning. After the detective sound yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. You can't say they arrested the suspect in the police department murder. Let's come back later. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective done at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. Ah, it makes my head hurt. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating, but don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I don't think anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now, but it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Käytä sitä putelia täällä. En tiedä miksi, mutta koska pystyy. Ei täällä ole mitään. Mutta hauska, että pystyy käyttämään missä tahansa. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast that they are blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. It's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Olisiko tää olla ensimmäisellä sivulla? Sinussa on ihan varmaan jotain. Ei sitten. Et ole ajanut kenenkään päällä. Ei kukaan kuullut tähän näin. Guard station. Sen kun piti mennä. Mä luulen, että me ollaan menossa sinne evidence roomiin. Evidence room entrance guard station. Okay. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It just seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They are so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle this cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if this is a guard station. If this is a guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know where he is already. Kukaan ei tökälyttäisi näin kaksuksi. Yipes. These are prickly. They must be the real deal. I think just one brick would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister actually. Also, occasionally called rigid shell, with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Mä en sitä hattua katsoa, mutta ei sitten. Tää on viinapulloja. Ei mitään kommenttia niistä, ei tietenkään. Ne näyttää aika tutulta. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A ponchy? Pinchy? I know, or poochie. Poncho. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. The slide's blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of... Miten tää puhuminen on nää vaikeeta ja lukeminen? Who went in and out of there? Alright. Teksasi, vaikka ei ollut Teksasissa. Siinä ansa. Look on the floor. A lesson. Looks like a setup to trap or something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lesson missed. You still have an active imagination. The village room is beyond the door. That door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. No, täällä ei ole ketään, mennään avaamaan tuo tie itsellemme. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I say it'd be more of a myself. Ehkä siinä oli kaikki. Ei sitten. Parkkihallissa, mutta ei täälläkään enää ole mitään. Kyllä. Examen on sitä, mutta se ei ole eilen. Mutta täällä on kausi. Mikähän toi jo. Look a door. This must mean something. Not sure the doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I'm going to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? En tiedä, miten tekemään luennan uudestaan. This rope, is it? Yep. The lady outline of the victim's body, so wait. The victim, blah 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 blah, lukenut nämä kaikki. Deinata. Nyt mä oon aika varma, että ei jää mitään. Voisiko kertoa jotain lisää tästä? Sitten siihen pitäisi tulla tekstivaihtoehto. Sitten ei tullut. Käydään kaikki läpi. It looks like a petrified piece of provolone. It sounds. It's my attorney's badge. I think a petrified piece of provolone is more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. And one of those up until 2 years ago. When you were the cover of Phoenix Wright. I found this idea you can't hear this parking lot. Well, some may think it's standard good ones. But it's the same idea as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. The body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, this Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Ei sitä koskaan tiedä. Sitä onkin jotain sanottavaa ylipäätsällistä. Tossa käytiin. Just when I grabbed the chief prosecutor on the shoulder. She dropped the phone on the pavement. That's when you were talking about the muffler, right? Little did I know, it was a trap. Red car's muffler and the prosecutor's red muffler. What was this guy really trying to say, I wonder? Se laittaa näille kanaville, missä on löytynyt verta. Ja no, tää on niinku tämmösiä. Näitä ei ole täällä, että mä oon käynyt koko paikan läpi. If you think about it, I could have taken a picture from the card room, but even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in the neighborhood to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes when the problem stopped. You lying was a problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. Tämä näyttää sille. Sillä tuskin on tässäkään mitään sanottavaa, mutta koitetaan vielä kerran, koska mä oon ihan jumissa. Aina missä täällä voisi olla enää jotain. Tässä lattialla. Well, where should we go? We begin. Oh, in the top is we should begin with that, you know, the thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, take it in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, you see, we should call the police department. The evidence room was in a bastard. I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. Okei, ne ihan kanssa parkkelattiin. Anyway, yes. Boom, Mr. Edgeworth. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. Because with all those rumors, you were even in the defendant's chair just in the past December. Defendant's chair just this past December. There was business with him not reading the officer's report about killing us at the police department, right? The chief of police was right about that, so I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Well, I've never seen a real one before. But the first one was actually really interesting, you might believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'll give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Something to think about later when I'm not so busy. Don't leave me here to do all the thinking alone. But you'll be pretty happy with the king of attorneys here too, huh? The defense attorneys are scattered, unrecognized bunch. Silly. I wonder why the trophy shield is broken. It's pretty odd, huh? Not if it's anything to do with these guys, although you will never know. So, Mr. Edgeworth's knife was the murder weapon. Right. Also the witness, Miss Stark claims. She saw your sister stab Mr. Goodman with this knife. All of this is the Angel Star's fault. She's not the one on trial here. Well, no, but she must have seen it wrong. Isaac isn't on trial here either. Yes, it is. Well. Yes, let's see that all the time. According to Miss Starr's testimony, Miss Curry used her phone right after the murder. She got you right, but she hung up right away. It was a bad connection, I don't hear anything. Because it was an underground parking lot, I suppose. She did say something about the muffler, but I got cut off. Yeah. This photograph. Miss Starr must have been seeing this. No, Miss Starr must have been seeing it on the police and that's the omia. And photographing things. This proves Miss Starr was there at the scene of the crime. She is connected to this crime Wright. Right, the SM Wright incident. It was already solved apparently. His life was stolen on the day of the evidence transfer. Look into this SM Wright incident. This stuff is pretty expensive. You don't say. How much does it cost? I say about $10 per gram. I save up my allowance by it. Minä avaan minun ruiskimassa joka puolet Juventusin purkista. Your allowance. Does your sister give you that? Yes. If you don't have parents. Right. Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance. Bottle of luminol testing fluid. Man, I'll just take the allowance myself. Alright. Mitäs mun täälläkin ruiskitaan joka paikassa? Tossa lattialla pitäisi olla verta. Se ikkunalla, mutta ei. Ei oo muuttunut mikään. Asiat ei oo mennyt eteenpäin. Luulisin, että täällä olisi verta. No ehkä ei tällä puolella. Discard monitors at the visitor's room. A murder at the prosecutor's office. One at the police department. He must be frozen in the period, thinking that he might be next. Don't scare the poor guy. Tuskin täällä on mitään tärkeää. Musta tuntuu, että täällä pitäisi vielä olla jotain, että me pitäisi päästä jotenkin tiemi tänne. Ei näytä siltä. Mä oon taas jumissa. Pystyisikö täällä pyytämään ideoita? Mä oon tehnyt ihan kaiken, mitä mä nyt keksin. Mitä en ole jättänyt välistä. Mä oon puhunut kaikille, näyttänyt kaikille kaiken. Mä en ole ihan kaikkea eksaminoinut, mutta mä oon aika varma, että siitä ei ole kyllä mitään iloa. Joka puolen on ruiskunutkin. Joku ruiskas jossain tietyssä paikkaa on käynyt tai joku tärkeä eksamini, mutta no, pitää mä kysyn apua. Ja käyn vaikka tupakilla samalla. Joo, katsotaan sitten. Eli spray next to the one at the back of the car. Se on tehty. Choose the amount of blood, joo. Daily box received part of lunchbox specialist achievement. Mulle ei oo tullut achievementteja tämmöisistä. Talk to Angel today's trial. Detective Star. Nämä kävin läpi. Present Goodman's note to Angel. Joo. Present crime photo to Angel. Olinko mä tehnyt sitä? Mä kyllä tiedän, mielessäni kävin kaikki läpi. If you think about it, I could have taken the picture from the card room. But I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. Sitten talk to Angel as a minor incident. Ja mä teen nää taas sitten niinku väärässä järjestyksessä. Mä näytän tuota kuvaa ensin, sit mä näytän sille sitten SM9 sille jotain. Okei, mä sen eteenpäin. Pistään cheat pois. Incidentally open my eyes. Truth. There's nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not afraid. But the criminal was executed, right? The basis of evidence sought. Made up evidence. What? And when they executed someone with fabricated evidence. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some many more battlemen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Correct, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigate that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then he was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and not have I. He hasn't forgotten as of mine. There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we are after now. No one up in the fancy office can stop us. Vielä hetki. Ulkomatoju. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. But those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, anteeksi. So, rookie, what? It seems like you are serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. Kunnon pihvi. Jossa on voita päällä. Siinä on riisiä mukana ja kasviksia. Ja Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. This is from Mr. Alex, booking officer Marshall in good mood. I'm Mr. So Marshall, is he your... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, he was not helping my sister do cases. He was so nice. I told him. are putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Check Marshall. Tässä mä en vaan tosiaan tullut, mutta sehän voi olla, että kävin tilaisuudesta. Mä kyllä menisin katsomaan vaihtoehtoja, ei ollut sitä SM, niin sinne tietysti, vaikka ne oli silleen jotain, että hei, voiko se kertoa sitä enemmän. Ehkä mä sitten kaiken sen käyttää tuollakin vaihtoehtoa. I'm done. Onko täällä? Oliko se vaihtoehtona aikaisemmin? Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. Well, that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Onko täällä mitään veritahroja? Ei taida olla. Ja nyt sitten tänne. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please. Oh, wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Kamshu. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. I really need this steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, give me one, please. Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for this despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence. Criminal? You mean you're about to step in police department evidence from right now? The same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department. Perpetrator, you have a suspect. Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested them, in fact. It's the biggest scandal at the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Kamshu, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I've been me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Oh, wait, don't leave. You want to know more? Head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Mä oon vähän eri mieltä. Kerkisipä jäämään jumiin. Detention centeriin, mutta mennään käymään siellä täällä. Se ei ole täällä. Pääsenkö mä nyt? En. Aha. No, ei se auta. Mennään sitten käymään siellä detention centerissä. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. I'm correct. Well, what was that? Sure, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. I'd say I wasn't the perpetrator against her. That's what I'd say. Hi, greetings, sir. Yes, I know you who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? Yes, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Mr. Megan, so you are a guard here at the detention center. About that. No, sir, I'm lost, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I guess you are here to deliver a report? No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Miggins. You didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Miggins reporting, sir. What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Please lopetettua. Äsken miten toi musiikki on ollut jalla? Nyt se on omatella kohta kuin eilen. Tai siis toi ääni näyttää, siis musiikki näyttää tulevan silleen kuin lujuudella. Piti pistää vielä vähän pienemmän tuota opsia. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir, I can hear you fine, Officer Miggins. I have some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So, no one there's guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Mä huomasin muuten, että sillä on tosiaan käsi paketissa. Vähän niin kuin lanallakin. Ehkä sen verta on tippunut niille kengille tai jotain. No Marshall. Tuleeko tämä nyt oikeasti yllätyksenä tässä kohtaa? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ow! What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. That's alright. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. The bandage on his hand, sounds like Miss Guy. But there not similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. Look, understands. I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator, correct? But you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. If you know the victim, Detective Goodman. Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. This someone around here is more confused than I am. What's your hand? Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there's nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Goodman uhkas sua puukolla. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? And then when I looked down, I was gushing... taas paljon vahingossa. Gushing blood all over time. All the shock, all the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story. Aloitetaan uudestaan nyt. Tämä oli when the detective pointed that knife at me. I just hollered, sir. Niin, Goodman uhkasi sua puukolla, ilmeisesti. Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Interesting. Edustattaisiko me tätä sille? Katsotaan pätkän. Officer Megan, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh at me, sir. Haha, huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching patches. Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. Is it so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those patches on her coat? I'd like to think that there's a difference between my patch and a fashion accessory. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. That's what. My head was blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. Remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better try into this one a little deeper. Can you tell me what is it you do remember? Well, sir, you must say I'm a lost. I'm a lost little patrolman. Lost little lamb, if you will. I don't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious. So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assume I was flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and left at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto the others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, yes, everything went right. When I awoke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Miggins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Miggins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I say something along those lines. But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Videotape? Not the security camera. My crime. The crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us this. I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. No, tehdään niin kuin Phoenix ehdottaa. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the chief of detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And yours, sir, this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Right, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Chief Kent, reporting for duty, sir. Are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Is Wedge going to be okay? Oh, but, you know, they are doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Court Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Håll calm. I listened, he was undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Oh, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on the turf too, I mean. There being the prosecutors, I mean. Scientifically speaking, is impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? No, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, is a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. I can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that? Oops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. How's mitä? Niin joo, se evidenssi. Eli koitetaan presenttaa sille jotain. Mennään järjestyksessä. Nähdään tätä meidän pätkää sille. Hei, kato kuinka hieno pätkä tää on. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one. The guy who can't sit still. I see him in a good detective gumshoe. Either him or the dancing blue badger. Vihailee siihen suuntaan, että pitäisi puhua sille Gamshulle, mutta se ei ole missään paikalla. Etkö sä sanonut sulle mistään mitään? Näinkö minä saa sitä sen evidenssiä? Tuskin sano siitäkään mitään. Ja et tästäkään sano mistään mitään. Alright. Se on sen käyty läpi. Tosi jännä, että minkä takia mun pitää mennä tuon sisäkautta, että mä pääsen tänne Eiku tää joku eri paikka. Ei, kyllä mä menen sisäkautta ulos, ja sitten täältä pitää mennä sitten tänne toiseen paikkaan. Ei oo muuttunut mikään täällä. Mä oon sitten taas jumissa. Sä sanoit, että mun pitäisi antaa sen Marshallissa joku. Marshall ei enää missään. Ja piti jotenkin yrittää saada sitä Chiefiltä sitä evidenssiä, kun sä sanot, että mennä puhumaan Gamshulle. Mutta Gamshukin on siellä evidenssuruumissa, niin mä en pääse. No, mulla ei presentaukset kesken. Officer Miggins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Miss Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir, that's the one. I was an apple, sir. In my dream, sir. I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Tässä et varmaan halua sanoa mitään. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Okei, tämä on se. Nämä on edgevertin juttuja. Tämä on edgevertin juttu, tämä on edgevertin juttu. Mites tämä? Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? Se on tähän ketään pysymään edgevertille. Okei. Hey, why do you have that? That's from today. It was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. This is a dream, sir. Then I hope I never wake up. But this is a dream. You'd better wake up right now. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Eek, I'm scared of knowing your thoughts on my goodbye. Mitään uutta ei. Jos mä pääsen sulle tää ruokaa, niin mitä sanot? You'll give us a check like I asked, won't you? You and Officer Marshall. You are you? Okay. Se näyttää se jo. Niin tätä voi inspektaa. Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Mr. Hart pours her heart into making this. So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Let's see. Ingredients meat. She must mean beef. She probably just was generically. Yeah, let's hope so. Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives she used. Goes down. It says here. I was of sweat and labor, so that's why the sauce is so salty. Someone used market to write their name on this. Emma Sky, don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know where something might go down. But what kind of world do you think we live in? Small tag on the knife. It says it's a 9 jewel. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6, maybe it's a case number. That's weird. But I don't remember where. I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe just check the code record again. Like I'm on the speech playing. This blood, it's my sister's, right? I guess so. When I was right, her hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Was this? Ah, there's blood here. Here too. The sole of the shoe is cut with the victims. He must have stepped in a bottle of his own blood. All this blood. It's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Vanha tsekätte läpi. Mä pystyn käymään sitä kuvaa. Eikä pointtaa vaan mitään. Se on nyt tässä. Tämä on käynyt läpi. Jep. Taas jumissa. Sulla ei mitään uutta sanottavaa. 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 Täällä ei vieläkään ketään. Eip, pakko on katsoa taas apua. Oi hämmetti. Miksi tää on näin vaikeeta? Alright. Mulla on jäänyt. Mä en oo tänään eksimännyt asioita. Koska mä oon käynyt nää kaikki läpi. Mutta mun pitää eksimännyt tuota. Oh, sorry, you have to see that. What exactly the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there, there's Guzman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here. Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's lost item report, but it's only half complete. Lost item? Detective Goodman lost something. The date on it is February 21. Better make a note of that, just in case. I have written document dated February 21 can only be submitted to Chief of Police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Sitten, katson, tälle tulee uusi permission to end. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought that they would come when Rido asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Why, Rido? Now, Rido. Actually, I'm sorry. Don't need to investigate that fast at all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh, hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? There's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now, later, folks. Alright. It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on this girl. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha. The card reader is turned off. See? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, boss made my Bambina's skies so grey. Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him? Look for. As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We are here to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, that card you got there on your chest. That's better than the sheriff's badge in these spots. Yeah. Well, what you're standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we are here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You are busy then? Did I say that? I said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. No, minun lausunnollahjus. That smell. Reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you are from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. This is from my baby. Yeah, Mr. What's this? What's wrong? The filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I don't know what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask munch. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Guard station. Officer Marshall, you are in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got a good eye, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Megan at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I kept getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you went at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note he was running down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system. I don't take the machines much. Kind of like the stewed broccoli. They sneak in next to your steak, you know. Mr. Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. This was a decade. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. I'm still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all stored on the records books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it? Anyway, you've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you are better off not knowing, Bambino. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case. That's right. The evidence transfers. Edgeworth was talking about the transfers too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them. There must be a dozen. Like I said, Mabina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Miggins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Miggins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. That's a security card, and you reckon. One more thing. When you go into the witness room, you need an ID card. Does the card reader by the door? The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that it passes through. Seitsemän, 420. Please it. So this is the ID card's record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Onko näissä mikään tuttu? Ei. 873, ei. 4929, ei. 524289, se on tuttu. 514. Minuutti ennen sitä humurahaa. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambino, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard that this is related to this case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. If there's some way I can prove that the record started stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We give only evidence from solved cases in this room. They are kept under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can re-investigate them if it turns out there was a mistake. See? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the County Sheriff's Department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. That happened to SL9 2 days ago. Katohan tuota. See this? This is the victim's ID card. The one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID card record again. Ja samaan aikaan myös sinne meni 49 joku. Look, the 4th number, it's a perfect match. as usual at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world. So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Megan say? So I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. He had his ID card then. Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. That is of all who entered the evidence room on February 21. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Eli siis kaikille. No, mennäisikään mä kyllä evidence. Mikä se on? Evidence. Se on. Todistusaineisto huone. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can scare me. Hey. Whoa. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police can't. Will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Just for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you are boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Scene of stepping of a detective at the PD. So, Detective Kamshu, you are boss for the day. That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you are boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They are using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here, too, Detective Kamshu. Yeah, of course. I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open. I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They are trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from this case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. But we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. The lock is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why? I'm on my third card since entering the forest already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with fingerprint. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles. On the other side of the handle is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zap! You get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. The indicator lamp lights up when it's open. There's something sticking out of here. Ah, kappas. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Kamshu put this here. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slub. Who's responsible for the evidence here? That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The card checks on that card stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either. If you are going to talk about someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Sure, I didn't think it would. Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Okay. What's this? Blood. It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it out. Wipe it off. Mr. Wright. What if there are other bloodstains left in the room? We should use our testing fluid to check it out. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Kamshu, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. What appears to be from their case. That's apparently from their case. Their case? And the SL9 isn't it, pal? See the sticker on one of the pieces here, there. Taanko sä syöt liikaa? Okay. That's a piece of SL9 evidence. Take a closer look. I wonder what the shape of these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. Before whatever it was broke. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke. You want to try to put it back together? Ha, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh god. on vasemmalle ja W on ei ylös kuin oikealle. Pystyisikö se kääntää mitenkään? Ei. No pitää siis vaan niin pistää nämä yhteen. Okei, ja nyt combine. Ai. Okei, mä yritettiin tuohon. Mikä paljon kävis tuohon. Ei ku, väärä nappi. Tää on niinku vähän sinne päin, mutta ei kai. Se meni. Tääkin vähän sinne päin. Se on tällainen matchaus. Tämä on selkeä. Eikö tuokaan ole? Tämä. Jaa. Ei ku väärä nappi. Tämä. Ai se meni ihan eri paikka, mä kuvit. No okei. Tämä on selkeästi tuohon. Eikö? No tuo sitten. Sitten siinä. Onko se puuttuu? Tai parikin. Eikä. Haha. Well, I think we did it. Some kind of pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Sä pääsit siihen 2 minuutissa ja sit sä käyt mitä 3 tuntia, kun sä olet ihmetellessä, missä ne loput palat on. Were some pieces stolen? But they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of charm. I kind of understand how it got broken. Sharp piece back together from fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Okay, tässä on. Okay. If you put these pieces together, it makes a charm. There's 2 things that matter me. 1. Why are some of the pieces missing? Shoe doesn't seem a little unstable. No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. This locker is called Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. I'm sorry it's okay to leave it open like that. Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Someone left a glove here, but only one. It's a 911. It's a 9 incident. Evidence 11. Detective Kamshu, maybe. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. Human is alive. It does have a tag on it. Tag evidence from the SN9 incident, extremely thin rubber glove. What is the saw and bend doing here? This is dawn's time. True art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we are witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger. Well, you might say that this is my studio. Here, in the evidence room. Olisikohan siinä ollut kaikki? I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours. Please. You have to help me. When they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll track it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you are a detective. Siellä näkyy. This must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'm making out of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Tuolla varmaan enempää oli. Right, haluatko sanoa mitään? Ai vitsi, tästä tulee kyllä pisiä video kaikissa. Tää menee varmaan yli 2 tuntia. Voimme käydä tupakilla. No niin, mitähän muuta tähän seuraavaksi? Itse asiassa. Näytäs sulle asioita. Näytetään kaikki. Kato mun pätkiä. Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show me that every time we meet, pal. We'll even show the police badge. Not said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Sulla on ID-kortti. the victim detective Goodman's ID card. These days everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. Mulla on käytetään läpi jo. I was fucking my secret number to carry her. My face should be ID enough. What's the world going to? Detective comes to rebel against the system. Mä kyllä muistan tuota loppuun. Ei oo varmaan mitään sanottavaa tästä. Hey, that's it. That's the king of prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. Later at the awards ceremony, detective comes to. Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Joo, on käynyt näin läpi. Congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Tämä ei ollut vieläkään se oikea hetki. Let's follow that Mrs. Star took. Anything you can tell us about it? But Miss Star is quite a lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16, that's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Kamshu wore a trench coat in high school too. Tuli uutta. I want to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Detective Goodman's note and the switchblade knife. David Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone because of the SL9 connection. That was Miss Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. It was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But what would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? It was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the blue patch away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Okay, no, I can't get that. Shameful? I thought night and day. I sympathize with the Detective Kamshu, but I can see why they moved it. Detective Kamshu, sama juttu. We'll take a look at this. This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors, so it was Goodman who came in here at the time. Whoa! What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it Detective Kamshu? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? This is a päivitsi. Edgeworth have come to the evidence room. Tää oli. Asuttuna huono. Open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. No, Well, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead at the prosecutor's office. Okei, jos siitäkään mitään. Was bloody violent case. Violent, so it was a murder. A serial killing. Serial killing. Maybe you don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth with his case arm to nab him. And this was 2 years ago. That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumors about false evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Huutako tukisi jotain? Pieni hetki, mä käyn katsomaan missä se on. Se on mun sängyllä. En tiedä huutiko vai eikö. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident scene. So, that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Pitää yrittää muistuttamaan. Tähän SL9-incidenttiin liittyy paljon asioita, mitä mä en kyllä enää muista. Kuka oli uhri ja kuka sitä prosekuuttasi, kuka oli attorney. No, ehkä siinä oli kaikki. Nice jotain. The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence, but the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is not a wild no west here. But that and this are two different things entirely. I guess so. Huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Ei mitään. Se ei oo täällä. Sulla on mitään sanottavaa näistä uusista asioista? Sun numero on tässä. Ei. Tässä on sun syytä mitään. No, käydään läpi. Nyp. Haluatko sinä sanoa jotain näissä? Ei mitään. Mä oon taas jumissa. Onko Edgewest tullut tänne? Sulla on mitään sanottavaa näistä? Yes, it is. Pitäisikö näitä haata sen mitään? Ei kuulu. Oliko siinä kaikki että se ei saa mitään tsekata? Ei mitään. Siinä ei toi ID kerrottuinen kesken. Se on kertonut 5-9, sen yrittänyt pyyhkiä yli toi 9. Sen IDhän oli 5-8. Mielenkiintoista. Kertonut, että tänään oli. No, tämähän pitäisi olla Meekins. Mä oon aika varma siitä. Meekins ei ollut puhu siitä mitään, niin. Tämä mä katsoin vahingossa äsken jo. Tähän ei pysty mitään internektaamaan. Hey, look. They are hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This child was evidence in the SN9 incident. Might be where the blood got on it. What's this? Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. That's weird. Which side is up? Better yet, what's the purpose of bottomless jar? At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right? Access SL911. Guess this is another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh, what's so confusing about that? You know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, xag. Xag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What, are you playing a word game now? Ei olla mitään. Mä oon taas jumissa. Sulla on mitään uutta sanottavaa? Ei sullakaan mitään uutta sanottavaa. Ei sulla ole mitään uutta sanottavaa. Edgeworth ei vedetään takaisin. Ei täällä ole mitään sanottavaa. Pitäis osaa vitsiä sinne. Oli tää joku uusi ai-test. Ihan sama. Tääkin on muuten uusi. Sitten kirjoittaa novellia. Tai romaania. Ei ku. Sulla on mitään uutta sanottavaa? Ei sulla ollut. Ei, pakko taas untata. Mä oon presentoinut kaikki. Kursmans Note. Joo, kyllä. Sitten edes nainen insidentti puhuttuaksi. Sen mä oon puhunut. Sitten pitää miettiä. Take a look at this. This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was good who came in here. Joo, kyllä mä kävin tää. That's Edgeworth. Right. Se tulee mieleen, että pitäisikö mun koittaa vaikka kysellä sulta asiasta. Voisiko jotenkään varmaan jo näyttää tätä, mutta joo, kyllä. No, jatketaan lukemissa. Okei, mulla on jäänyt. Mielestäni olin aika tehokaisen putelin suhteen, mutta en näe. Siinä on kädenjälki. I'm not getting a reaction here. There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What's this? It's called luminol testing fluid. You get your hands on that. I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I was by mail order. Better jot this down on the floor now. Plans. Hey, but look at the time. Was there something you need to be going to? It's just that Miss Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for today. Ei ole söpö japanilainen piirustus siinä, tai semmonen naurava naamatyyli. Tämä näyttää selkeästi tämän peli joltain Witnessiltä. I'm going to give them my report for today. It might help, you know. For a report, you mean the note written on the back of that flyer. The note says nothing but no problems. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, we are talking about. It's Mr. Edgeworth we are talking about. I'm sorry he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. Mä ajattelin taas olla kohteen ohi, mutta ei. Mä menen käymään taas tupakilla. Jatketaan. Jos Edgeworth on vihdoin paikalla. Sinä. I guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Miss Edgeworth, I beg your leave, sir. So long. Is Edgeworth here? They're standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. Yes, the hotel bring him tea service. Miss Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry. I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth, I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I conceal evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since this case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police Kant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why? I ask you, why? Well, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, well, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Joo, presentoitaan kaikki. Hei, katso mun pätkä. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. Do not expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. It's right, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on here anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Mun paras. Mä tiedän. I know you've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. I have some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You're the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time. Damon Kent. Wacky old Good was involved in the case 2 years ago too. Then he was a TOPS officer. It was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I want to know is why you was a deputy chief of police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. Sama juttu. Oh, right, I'd better check this out now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. But why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Kent, no less. The Chief of Police? AI-16. He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It has nothing to do with the current case. I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver related to the court record. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth brought back to his office by Kent's request. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science... Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have used for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me, sir, we are the enemy, you know. You have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Yeah, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. I was giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well. Recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Otetaan täältä sormenjäljet. Tarkistetaan tämä. Texas AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth says. said. That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows, this might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? Tässä ei todella ole mitään. En mä pysty käyttämään tätä. Niin mä käytän... Miten mä käytän tätä? Joo, siinä on toi F-spray. Ei tuu, että... Use. Mitenköhän mä käytän sitä? Mennään käymään siellä evidence-ruumissa. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. In this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. Let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest imprint. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. No, varmaan tuo. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With E. See? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How did I do that? With F. Exciting, I know. Imagine you are blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. Might take some getting used to though. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of printing, Miss Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. Blowaaminen ei toimi. I think I'd like to try one of the other fingerprints. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. Aloitan just miettimään, että tähän jää kaikkein vähiten fingerprinttiä, kun se fingerprintti on siinä alla tai jotain, en minä tiedä. Nyt tässä pitäisi olla kaikkein eniten sitä. Aha, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. I thought you mentioned it. I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means you're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this fingerprint must have worn gloves. Sitten siitä ei jäisi mitään jäljelle, koska se powderi, mikä se on suomeksi, pulveri, ottaa kiinni siihen, mikä on se ihan toi rasvaan. Hanskasta ei jäisi mitään rasvaläikkiä. Don't tell me we have been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way go sometimes with scientific investigations, but it does seem a shame. Well, we are at it. Why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Door. Aha. Miten mä nyt hyväksyn tämän? Jos toi on tylin peukalo, niin on... Ei. Miten mä nyt hyväksyn tän? Pistetään kunnolla, käytetään koko purkki. Äsken se toimi niin hyvin. Ja ruudussa ja falkon. Okei, ehkä en jaksa. Ihan valkoista. Mun sormi vesyy. Joko tää riittäis? Mä panen ässä. Miksi ei tää kelpaa teille? Kuka kumpeli? Examine one of the plotted fingerprints. Blow the dust away. Repeat if necessary. Examine the fingerprint next to the plotted one. Dust the screen as much as possible. Blow the dust away to reveal a fingerprint. You may need to dust and blow several times. Choose tick shoe. Examine the far left locker with Vitsi vai... Okei, tätä saattaa joutua tehdä useamman kerran. No, tehdään tässä ihan valkoinen. Tällä kertaa ei paneta S. No niin, nyt ei voi jää mikään pienikään täppä sieltä ottamatta. Vielä vähän tuolta alta. No niin. Hämmätti. Yeah, fingerprint so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So, we are not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints. How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and fingerprint are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprint would be most likely found on this evidence locker? Näyttääkö samalta? No match. No match. Come on, how am I supposed to guess who's this? They are. Isn't it obvious? The bloody handprint and the fingerprint are different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. They most likely belong to the owner of this evidence locker. Is something wrong? I was just thinking that if you are so sure who it is, why don't you match the fingerprints? It's right. I was doing this for your benefit, so you'd learn. Fine. Let me think. Who could have left these prints? This is on Zoom. No, tää on ihan selkeä match. Aha. So this prints belong to Detective Kamshu. So something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we come up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You get a roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Nousu tunnuskelmat tämä näin. This is where we got a luminous reaction, right? Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, let's try using this. There go her eyes sparking again. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. The prints in the area have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. But you said the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that went wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Tämähän ei se kyllä ole selkeä. Se on vähän samanlainen, mutta eri päin. No, koitetaan. Joo, ei se ole tuo. Se on selkeästi sinä. Joo, ihan täysmatchi. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Oh, Officer Jake Marshall. One bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. These are different from Detective Kamshuk's prints. Phenomenal reaction. The blood and fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So, you have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall? Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you would call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Mä luin tuossa ensimmäisenä vaan sen pisteen ja olin sille, että to be continued. Voi hämmetti. 2 tuntia 40 minuuttia. Reippaasti pisin. No, kiitos kun katsoitte ja jatketaan ensi kerralla. Toivottavasti seuraavat videot on lyhkäisempiä. Fat Chance, no varmaan pidempi.